Ram Ram. So I started off today with a 4-kilometer run. What I like to do with my runs is run in really hilly areas. Then all the hills, I sprint up them. This helps me practice getting my heart rate lower and also works on my explosive strength. Now I'm gonna go to the boxing gym. I'm gonna start off with footwork drills, then do some shadow boxing, then do some heavy bag drills to work on my jab. And then the main thing that I'm gonna train today is my mid to close range. So I'm gonna be practicing combos I can throw when I'm glove to glove or just slightly in front of my opponent. And then after that, I'm gonna do some mirror work. I've seen fighters like Inoue doing it, where in front of the mirror they throw their punches really slowly, making sure their technique is perfect. I like starting my boxing sessions with footwork drills, as that is one of the most important aspects of boxing. First, I did some basic agility ladder work just to get my feet moving and sharpen my coordination. Then I placed markers in a triangular shape and practice moving around them. I like doing this in a figure 8 sort of shape. This works on all different angles. After that, I set up markers in a circle. It's a bit hard to see on the video, but the goal here was to throw a 1-2-1 combo, then move out and create angles. This is working on my entries and exits. From there, I moved into my shadow boxing. This is where I start dialing in my timing, rhythm and flow. Right now, my head movement felt pretty solid, but I'm still catching small mistakes, like my elbows start flaring when I throw. In my last session, I mentioned I wanted to use my lead hand more, and I feel like I'm improving that in my shadow boxing right now. There's more rhythm now, more presence with that hand, and it's starting to control the space better. One thing I need to keep in mind is guard selection. So for example, not showing my high guard at long range, as this gives away that I want to get in close. Lomachenko does this really well. He's constantly changing his guard and position to suit what he wants to do. After shadow boxing, I moved into my jab drills. I kept it simple, a jab pyramid. I did 1 jab, then 2, then 3, all the way up to 10, and then back down. After that, I went to hit the heavy bag. I started with single shots, just isolating each punch. In this clip, you can see me drilling my lead body hook. This shot is all about accuracy. In a way, the Japanese boxer is someone who lands and uses this really well. After that, I started working on my close range combos. I started with a jab cross hook to the head and then left hook to the body. Still getting used to the rhythm of this combo, but in this video, I was focusing on my technique. But I know if I want to land this in a fight, I'll have to be much faster and more explosive. After that, I started drilling, doing 4 quick body shots followed up by a head hook. It's a good way to overload the opponent's guard, but I could have improved by smothering the space after throwing the combo. Another combo I worked on was the uppercut hook, then body shot, trying to stay compact and powerful. In this one, I was smothering the space a lot better. After the combos, I started doing some freestyle. While I was doing this, my exits felt pretty sharp and they looked decent during the video. What I could have done better was setting up my entries, having more feints and more lead hand activity. But my control, positioning and pressure are starting to feel better. To finish off the session, I did some mirror work. This is where I slow everything down and focus on just perfect form. Just standing in front of the mirror, making sure every punch is tight and sharp. I've seen a lot of really good boxers do this, so I gave it a try as well today. This is the time to break down my fundamentals and make sure I'm making all the small corrections that show up when I'm sparring or shadow boxing. I just finished training, I'm back home now. Something that I've learned is to always stay in the present moment. When we start talking about our future, about the goals we want to achieve, for example, I want to make $1 million. All that does is one of 2 things. It either boosts our ego or it distracts us from the work that we're supposed to be doing right now. And when we go into the past, when we start thinking about the past, sometimes it makes us insecure. What you should do is learn from all of your past mistakes, but then don't dwell on them. Be in the present and focus on what you have to do right now.